From East Point to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead. Dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Big Mason, E-Glade, highlights and big plays. From the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long runs. Athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the boss. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
Seven o'clock, it's your boy E Glaze, and that's my man right there, Mason Hurd. It's the Crush guys. We got another great show for you guys today. Got a great guest coming. You know, I got the app on my phone. Did you get the app yet?
I've been at the app. I was like a charter member.
Yeah, I got my email from the owner.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay.
So I'm all happy now that it is. Got HBCU Social in the building.
You better know it.
But we got to talk about some other things. We got sports, man. Somebody finally got paid. Another diva receiver got paid, guys.
Thank God he won't be on TikTok no more.
Yeah.
That's what makes me happy.
Another diva playing tonight at 8 o'clock.
Which one?
It's a bunch of them. There's a whole bunch.
There's a lot of divas in this game.
There's a lot of three of them one on the sideline, one on offense, one on defense.
Well, really, technically, and then the other son, he a diva too.
Yeah, that's a bunch of divas.
Yeah,
man.
No doubt
it's
about
it. It's a bunch of divas and a bunch more, but we got to go ahead and start. Let's start with that, man. Tonight, Colorado.
College football is back.
We talking it.
I love you. I miss you.
We had 0 last Saturday with
Week
HBCU,
0.
MEAC.
Right.
Shout out to Norfolk State. Shout out to FAMU for the victory, 24-23.
Hey, real quick. FAMU.
Right.
Nobody travels like FAMU.
No, man.
Nobody wears outfits like FAMU.
I think Atlanta got a Atlanta FAMU campus because it's just be too
Tallahassee
many
North.
There's so many people from FAMU up in this area.
But I need FAM to do one thing for me.
What's that, dog?
Figure out what shade of green and what shade of orange works.
Nice.
It was so many different greens and so many different orange, but I love FAM.
Yeah.
I almost went to FAM. Shout out to Tony Ezel. Greatest recruiting trip ever.
You were too big, though, man. You thought you were bigger than FAM.
No, I really didn't. But we'll talk about that later.
Hey, so great game. Way to kick off the season. Georgia Tech with the big upset.
Yes.
Against not Florida State.
Florida State.
In was it Ireland?
They were in Ireland.
So they went over there, big upset. We just talked about Georgia Tech and the greatness they were doing last year to go to a bowl game, and it seemed to keep going on. This week, Mason, it's a 75 North battle. They play Georgia State.
Right. It's gonna be a very good game. The Dale McGee era kicks off. You would think Georgia Tech would win this game handily, but Dale probably got some tricks up his sleeve. A lot of transfers from Georgia State that came in.
Yeah.
One Kenyatta Watson.
We're gonna get to watch him this year.
He transferred from Georgia Tech to Georgia State, so that's gonna be an interesting storyline, something to watch.
You know, it's gonna be interesting. Will jet lag have any play in this game? Because we think Georgia Tech should have the upper hand.
Yeah.
But they just coming from overseas.
They're coming from a long
very
trip.
Emotional victory.
Right.
Because that was a great upset win. Nobody expected them to win that game.
Yeah.
Alana still can't pull it out. They still can't do it again.
Well, I expect them to win. My parlay sheet says otherwise. But
Okay.
Shout out to my children. My children love this time of year.
That's when
They get all kind of surprises, man. When the parlays be good, but when they go bad,
they just bad.
When they bad, they bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, gotta get them parlays straight.
Gotta get them parlays right. This is a great weekend for parlay. But you were talking about how Georgia State on this stage, Dale McGee gets to show everybody what they've been working on since he took the job. I'm excited for Georgia State.
It's going to be a very interesting year. It's his first year. A lot of excitement at Georgia State.
Yes.
We've seen it. This is a new era.
Right.
You know they're going to be underdog against Georgia Tech. They're playing at Bobby Dodd. You'll be there.
Right.
But it's still just a new chapter for Georgia State, and we get to see. Like I said, they get a lot of
whole new era.
The one thing about Georgia State is they are Division I. They're in what they call
the Group of Five.
Group of Five.
Group of Five school.
So they get a bowl opportunity, but they're in Atlanta where a lot of transfers want to go, like Kenyatta Watson and stuff of that nature. So it should be very interesting. Good luck to Dale and all those. Kennesaw State played their first game in Conference as a Conference USA member.
They keep moving on up in the world. Yeah, we remember when they were puppies.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, next week, a guy we know will be coming by, Kennesaw State chairman of the board. That guy, Mr. Parrish, might be in here next week.
Okay, Teddy. What up, Teddy?
Teddy P might show up again.
What up, Teddy?
Looking forward to them. They play UTSA, Texas San Antonio.
Okay.
On the road. They in the road. They will be their next home game will be next week, but I can't wait to see what they do. They've got them as the 134th team in college football.
You got to start somewhere, baby. You can only go up from here.
Ain't nowhere else but up now.
All the way up.
You can tell everybody. You're going on. Clark, I think, plays this weekend as well. I think it's a home game.
Yeah, the red turf. Can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to see the red turf. I just hope they don't wear all red uniforms on the red turf.
Because it's hot out there, bro.
Not only that, it's going to be terrible for the film. Yeah, they got to wear white uniforms or
you think
the black uniform. White jerseys, black pants. They can't wear the red on the red turf.
They go all red on red turf. That might...
No, it's gonna be bad for film. Now the players probably gonna want that because now you can hide a lot of mistakes I made. Yeah.
Because how you know that me?
Listen, some of y'all ain't never been cussed out of film in the shows, but I ain't gonna hold you.
I have.
Yeah, boy.
I thought.
How many times did I get cussed out of film?
Thrown out of meeting once.
I never got thrown out of meeting.
I did.
I was close. But I always got banged on dress code.
You know, it's always one of those things when you're in the meeting and you say something that really just don't make you look no better.
Yeah. See, I knew to be quiet.
And at that point, I thought I was making a good point.
Nah.
And he kindly excused me. I think I ran like so many gases that next day.
Yeah. That's what you get.
I'm sorry, I went out for a moment.
That's what you get.
That's what I went out for a moment. But college football is here, man. It's going to be fantastic.
Here. I got to ask you this.
Okay.
North Dakota State.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Who do you like tonight?
I like Colorado, but I'm not, it's too much. It's still a lot of fashion. I just want to see them play football.
Right.
Just play the game.
Right.
Shador, I'm not hating on you, sir. Whatever camera I'm on, I'm not hating on you, sir. Get your Nike deal. Get your NIL deal.
Get all your deals.
But at the end of the day, y'all still ranked to be at the bottom of the Big 12.
Yeah.
Party middle to bottom of the Big 12.
I don't know if you saw this story. A lot of different sports writers, The Athletic, I think CBS Sports, and they've been getting guys who transferred away from Colorado. They're kind of spilling the beans. They're taking you behind the curtain, and they're saying guns, drugs, gambling. I mean, allegedly, got to say allegedly, but guys who are leaving the Colorado program, Emmanuel Glaze, they are talking about like a bullying behavior that Dion has at Colorado.
It looks like he's there for a small time, but a good time, and that's about it.
Show me a good time.
When the guys are leaving, when they're going into the draft next year, what's his motivation? Travis ain't gonna be there. Shador's not gonna be there. Shiloh's not gonna be there.
Well, according to Prime, he's still gonna be there.
We'll see.
There's a certain kid. I can't say that. Let me scratch that from the record.
You better tell all the business.
I was finna spill tea. We not that kind of show.
We
don't spill tea.
That's the reason why we got good relationships.
Right.
Yeah,
I almost let it go. I gotta start watching these other shows.
Y'all be out there just telling everybody.
Y'all just tell everything.
Y'all be just talking and trash.
I almost dropped it though. I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you did, man.
I'm glad I did.
We gotta keep things like that.
I need that relationship because the sweatshirts I be getting a player. So yeah.
You come in here with holy clothes on, we know why. You done talk too much.
I ain't messing up my plug.
Keep the plug intact.
Keep the plug intact.
Base show, but overall, this weekend, what are you looking forward to? Should be some blowout games. Not too many. There's a few big games on this weekend. But what are you looking forward to?
I'm intrigued by Georgia.
Georgia Clemson.
What does Georgia do? Everybody is high on Oregon. You saw a lot of people pick Oregon to win the national championship. Y'all know I have a apparel deal with Oregon. Don't say I cheer for Oregon, but I have an apparel deal. I wish my guy hadn't left because I would have more gear, but that's neither here nor there. Interested to see those guys, Texas.
Yeah.
I want to see what Texas. So, I'm not a fan of this 12-team playoff.
No, I know you are.
It was tough getting 4 teams.
Yeah.
Now we're getting 12 teams, which means the regular season doesn't mean as much. Because, last year or back in the day, you lose one game, your season is virtually over almost.
I had an interesting conversation with a guy about that, and here's what their flip was on to that. NCAA is about money.
That's the only reason we got 12 teams.
And when players were leaving early, because let's say a bowl game, instead of them getting to the playoffs,
oh Lord,
they would get into a bowl game.
Oh Lord,
what?
There's some breaking news out there in the world.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Go ahead.
Well, now, another diva receiver got paid, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
I don't want you to talk about receivers.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But they said the reason why if they were losing money in bowl games because kids were leaving. They were like, I'm not gonna play in a bowl game. And got a chance for a national championship.
Right.
Increase more playoffs. So now the superstars are gonna play a little extra. So now instead of them taking that week off to get ready for the NFL, guess who get to make more money?
Yeah.
NCAA. They say, hey, we got them another week, guys.
But watch this though. If you're not part of the 12, you still not gonna play in the bowl game.
I think it was hurting them more. Let's be real about some things, man. If you ain't in the 12,
I get it.
At this point, if you ain't in the 12, your team wasn't that really there. It wasn't the power.
Right. Because I mean, the usual suspects are always gonna be in play. Like honestly, we truly right now, I can tell you the 12 teams that's gonna be in the playoffs right now. I can give you like 8. And look, regardless of what's going on, they gonna be in the playoff.
And look, we know Shadul ain't gonna play no bowl game. They out of here because they ain't gonna be.
Oh yeah, man. Shadul got a Rolls Royce, a Cybertruck. He's doing the Shadul. Yeah, all that.
But it's just gonna be interesting. Georgia, Clemson, we get to see. I still don't believe in Dabo no more. I don't believe. Clemson.
Man, it's old for Dabo.
He been holding on to that old school stuff for so long.
Until he joined the NIL game and transfer portal game.
Yeah, he in trouble. He in
that's not gonna work out for Dabo. But shout out to my little nephew Avion Terrell, who's up there. Clemson. He's a starting cornerback now. AJ's little brother. He putting a strap on people up there. So I mean, you know. Big task ahead of him Saturday at high noon inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but we're here for it.
It's good. And we get to see Georgia's new offense.
We get to see Georgia's new offense. We get to see Carson Beck, who drives a Ferrari.
Well, you know all the cars.
Yeah, the Ferrari Urus. Yeah.
All right, man. So we're going to a little NFL. So talk about your receivers, man. Who getting paid around that joint, man?
So we know CD got his money.
Yeah.
You know, CD got the $100 million guaranteed, got 38. And I mean, I said it last week on the show, Glaze.
Yeah, you did.
Until these guys miss game checks, I don't believe nothing y'all say. Even if CD hadn't got this deal, no way he was gonna miss the following Tuesday getting that game check. Yeah. Like he wasn't gonna do it.
No.
You know, Jamar Chase doing a hold in / he walked out. Jamar, until you miss week 1 and forfeit their game check, I don't believe you, dog. But it looks like Brandon Ayuk.
He got a big one.
Torn say Brandon Ayuk got his money. You looked it up?
Yeah, 4 year, 120.
120?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
4 years. The 49ers and receiver Brandon Ayuk have agreed to a 4-year, $120 million extension that ties in with the team through the 2028 season.
How much of a guaranteed, though?
I ain't got that much in there, but he's reached the 20 mils all on the site.
So, again, CD got 138. Yeah. Justin Jefferson got like 140, 138. So, he still didn't get – he got the money he probably was going to get anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, let me do something real quick.
So, that, I mean, this was my whole problem with Brandon Ayuk. You're not that guy. Like, you're not a top 5 receiver in the NFL. You just not.
So, you get in the NFL, you get paid per week, or is it bi-weekly?
You know, you get paid per week, or you can stretch it out to the entire season.
So let's say you get paid per week.
A lot of guys want those 17 weeks.
So
they want all their checks.
I'm gonna go in their pockets a little bit.
Right.
So we go ahead and give you per week. You get $1.7 million a week.
Yeah.
Before taxes. After taxes, right. So let's say they clear about a cool $600,000.
Yeah.
So if you look at the receivers,
you're a numbers guy.
$600,000, they get about 14 balls thrown to them per game.
Yeah.
14. Yeah. So that's $42,857 per throw to, not catch.
Right. Targets.
Yeah, that's just targets.
Targets, yeah.
There's 80 plays normally ran in the NFL, but 14 get the receivers.
So Torn says 76 guaranteed. So again, you held out. You didn't get the money you thought you was going to get. And this was even crazier. Y'all going to spit your coffee out with this one. The New England Patriots offered you $132 million.
Yeah.
You turned that down. So what did you really gain by holding out?
Maybe make sure
nothing.
He maybe just wanted to rest. He didn't want to really practice. That's what they said.
Dude, you got less money than everybody.
Yeah, man. NFL is on the way. By the way, before we bring on our guests, man, we got to talk about it. Make sure tell them about that. Y'all keep talking about y'all can pick games. Tell them about the crush.
Man, listen. So we got the NFL Pick'em. It's back. I tell y'all all the time, do not tag me and tell me how smart you are. Prove it. Beat me.
Yeah. I already picked my team for next week. That's how confident I am.
Oh, I mean, go off there, my boy.
I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick of being last in my own
Well,
league.
I'm never last. I finished top 8 this year, last season.
I saw it.
I'm telling you now. I'm winning this year.
We're going to post it.
I'm focused, man. I'm not playing fantasy football this year. I got one job.
All right.
I got one job. One job.
It's tough, man.
To win the pick'em. And Derrick Kane, listen, Derrick Kane. I'm going to block you. You're not going to be able to participate in this year, Derrick Kane.
You going to block him?
Yeah, he done won like 2 out of 3 years. So Derrick Kane out, man.
Derrick Kane, you are the champ.
Derrick Kane is out.
Well, we coming for the title. One of us has to win. We have never won this.
We've never won.
Have we won anything?
Never.
Even 64, we ain't won nothing.
Never. We've never won any of our tournament.
How do we keep
I'm not going for that.
putting them out there then?
So this was crazy. And again, I'm going to take blame.
So we 10 years of losing out.
I'm going to take blame for the last couple of years because I've been doing fantasy and then I'm sports betting. I'm not doing that this year. I'm solely focused on the NFL Pick'em.
10 years.
That's all I'm focused on. I'm still going to gamble, but fantasy football takes so much out you. Then you got to be chin. Then your emotion get in the way. As Morgan like tell me, Daddy, you emo. So I'm going to take the emo out of it. So I'm not playing fantasy. I'm locked in. I'm ready.
One more thing we want to add. I ain't even told Maceo this. Some breaking news. Monday, Maceo.
Okay.
Labor Day. We are picking our winner for 2 tickets to the Atlanta Falcons Steelers game.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Whoever we pick get a chance to be on this couch next Thursday.
Yeah.
And receive their awards.
Yeah.
You have to be a paid member of our Patreon to have a chance.
That's it.
Once we pick a winner on Monday, we're going to extend the invitation for you to come here.
Come out.
And hang out with your boys.
Yeah, and come take my tickets.
And take your tickets.
Take my tickets to the 100 level. I will be in the 200 level, parlaying at some bar or something.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to be looking for Future, though. Russ. Not Russ, but Sierra.
Wow, but that's Steelers.
Yeah.
What they got to do with it? Oh, he on the Steelers now.
Yeah, he play for the Steelers.
I forgot. He was
Future going to be on tour. Him and Metro Boomin, man.
He is the starting quarterback from the Steelers. He just got announced.
If Metro don't trust you, I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah. Hear it again. Paid Patreon, the Crush Sports Talk.
Right.
Your chance to win 2 tickets to the Falcons Steelers.
Yeah, my tickets.
You got to be a paid one, though.
You're going to be sitting in my section. There's some people who like to drink in my section.
Yeah.
You're going to have to reciprocate because they're going to be passing you too. You got to pass them back too.
So,
or 4.
Once we announce the winner on Monday, make sure put some post out and tell you when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Once it happens on Monday, you get the invitation to come here and claim your tickets.
Yeah, claim your tickets, dog. Let me send you the email. Let me transfer them tickets to you.
You might print the email just to show that just show out a little bit.
I'm gonna feel some kind of way. I'm gonna feel some kind of way a little bit. Now you can't print this. It's digital technology now.
I'm just saying,
you can't do it. We can show the email.
Yeah,
I'll show you that I transfer. We'll transfer them live.
Do that. What do we do? We'll transfer them live.
Transfer them live. You set your alerts and bling. Like you got my
paid member. Come on the show. Hang out with us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big show next week. The Thursday before the first game, man.
Yeah.
So here it is. Paid Patreon. Chance to win 2 tickets. Falcons, Steelers, and hang out with your boys.
My tickets. It's tough.
Nigga, has he ever gave you any tickets? He talked for you any tickets? I ain't heard none of them either. He got 2 sets. He ain't never offered none of us a ticket.
When I invite y'all places, y'all always got something to do.
But he giving away tickets to people, but he ain't even offer us tickets.
Y'all always got something to do.
Hey man,
y'all see how my people do me, man?
Who we got coming up next year?
Man, when we come back, the app HBCU Social. Kimberly Kisner, she's on her way. She is a college football fan too. She's a Buckeye fan.
That might be a problem.
It could be.
Yeah, it might be.
Could be.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Let's do it.
From East Point to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead, dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Big Mason, E-Glade, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long runs, athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the boss. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.
He too can travel.
I don't, yeah.
You can get on a plane.
Hey, we're back, man. And she Maisel talking about she on SpaceX and going to the moon.
Yeah, I mean, she just got back from outer space.
So Maisel, please introduce our guest, man.
HBCU Social is the app. You need to get that. Founder. I want to know how people find stuff. I want to find something.
You too can do that.
My dog, Kimberly Kisner, to the microphone. It's your girl, Kim.
Ah, yes.
What up, Kim?
What up?
Talk to your boy. Talk to your boy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Can't leave you hanging either. Can't leave you hanging.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it like that. You know what I'm saying? I saw the call
right.
over
I know.
there.
Like, hey, you just
Like,
gonna leave me out?
what's
Like, I
going
am
on
part of
over
the
here?
show.
Yeah, I mean-
I am the show, right? So,
You better say it.
you know, so
You better say
I had to
it.
hook you
Okay,
up.
Kimberly, I love people who come up with ideas.
Yes.
What made you say HBCU Social is a need?
Yeah, so this happened about 2.5 years ago. I was having a conversation with one of my college best friends. We both went to Clark Atlanta CAU, and her daughter attends Kentucky State University, another HBCU school, and was complaining about the lack of dating options.
Okay.
And, you know, we were laughing
boy.
because we were like, we did not have that problem because we went to the AUC. So we had plenty of dating, a plethora of dating options.
It's a lot of
And
trouble over
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to
was-
Fast
it was-
Street
it
on
was
a
like,
sunny day.
Oh my goodness, what? James P. Brawley. Oh my
In front of the
God.
library.
wall.
Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Let's
sorry.
keep
We
going. Let's go.
digress.
Let's go.
I
Let's
zoned
get
out.
back.
I zoned out
Bringing
for a
up
minute.
memories.
The bookstore. I ain't gonna hold
okay.
you.
Stiegels. We gonna wing.
Okay, Kim, let's go.
All right,
Let's
sorry.
go.
All right, I digress. I was just, reminiscing.
People are
And
watching the show, people.
So anyway, we were talking, and I said, man, wouldn't it be cool if there was like an app that could connect students from all different HBCUs across the United States? And then even that, not just for dating, but for social networking, for jobs and events. And then there are a lot of companies that always say, we can't find the talent in the HBCU community. Well, now there will be a conduit for that. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to try to do this app. And I thought about it, and I was like, did my research, and I said, I don't have any money to do an app, because an app can be anywhere from 30 grand to 50 grand to whatever, depending on how intense it is and how complicated it is. And I was like, I don't have no money. And I said, forget it. And I'm an entrepreneur by nature, so I've done different things in my lifetime, and I knew that I always wanted to do something where I could essentially make money in my sleep, but also leave a mark on the community, do something big. And as you guys know, as entrepreneurs yourself, when you a mark of a good business is when you are solving a need and you can fit that niche. And so God said, what are you doing? This is it, Kim. You've been wanting something for years. I'm giving it to you. Get up, figure it out. So I remember I had a friend that had a connection with a company called Appstakers here in Georgia.
Okay.
They are an app development company. I pitched the idea to them. They loved it, and they were like, we'll work with you. And so they're just a great group of guys. They didn't try to ream you on the money. They're allowed you to do payment plans and things of that nature. But I essentially funded that by myself. Wow. So you're looking at about 30 to 50 grand that I've spent money on my own. I did have help with one person that did kind of take me over the edge. But yeah, so that's what I did. I did it, and then realized that it didn't have to just be for undergrad. It could be for alumni. It could be for support, anybody, Divine Nine, anybody. It could be for the whole HBCU community. So that's where the idea came from.
Awesome.
Talk to me about the launch of it, because I think a lot of times, like I say, we have these ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the plan, and now we have to get it to the street. We got to roll it out.
Yeah.
Talk about that part, because you and I we're friends.
Yeah.
And so I watched how you took this thing on the road and you were like, T-shirt here, well, I'm here. But talk about that part of it, the grind of getting HBCU Social to the masses.
The grind, look, anybody knows being an entrepreneur is not for the weak.
Not at all.
The other thing is, it's not going to happen overnight. I'm not going to be a millionaire overnight. It just doesn't happen that way. And I think that, but if you feel passionate about what you're doing, you're just going to keep grinding, and eventually it's going to happen. Right. So for me, there is no team. I am the team. It's just me. And so at the time, it was me handling, making sure, being the working on the app. I'm the admin, so anything that you see, a lot of times I'm putting it in the app myself. I'm working with the app development company. I'm troubleshooting. I'm answering questions. I'm trying to do the marketing. I'm trying to get grants. I'm trying to get more money. Like, I'm doing everything, and with a full-time job, right?
Right.
And so for me, it did get to be a little bit overwhelming because I cannot do everything. Right. And so the grind is no joke. And so finally, I had to get to a place where I have to hire a creative agency because I can't do this by myself. And that takes money too. So I took a risk, got into my 401k because I was like, God, I don't want to keep paying this money on my own. What can I do? And he was like, 401k. You can take it. You don't have to pay it back. I took money from my 401k, hired a creative agency, and so they can just handle the marketing. I don't have to worry about it, so I can focus on other things. But I'm always thinking about ideas, because when you have an app, one of the things is you want to make sure that it is viable. You want to be innovative. You want to keep being different and keep adding different functionality. Adding additional functionality costs more money as well.
Yeah. When you want it to be better, it costs more money.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, the funny thing is that the grind, while it is challenging, it is awesome because it's my passion. And I know that it just takes one. And I think what's interesting is, especially about our people, our people are slow to adapt. Yes. And you would think like...
Stop making sense. Girl, you better stop making sense.
We're slow to adapt. I'm like, I just invented something that nobody else has invented. There's nothing else out there like it. Not saying that you have to leave all the other social networks. You can do that in addition to this. Right. But this is for us. Right. And I thought everybody's going to be, whew. I have friends who are like, oh my God, it's amazing, that weren't in my app. Yeah. But what's so funny, when I finally got some PR, when I finally got into a magazine in Atlanta, I got some news coverage. I got, I'm starting to get traction PR-wise. Now folks think, oh, I'm legit. So now folks are just joining.
I hate to say we need to be appreciated by others before we'll join ourselves.
Yes, I was just talking to somebody about that today. Like, and it's sad that I had to be appreciated by others who did stories on me and not us. Yes. You guys are the first ones.
When I heard it, I was like, so I know that bothers you, but how many do we have on the platform now?
We have about 300, which might sound low.
No. Let me come back to this. Yeah. When you got that first 10, that first 20, talk to me about that feeling.
Shoot, the first 5. Because what's interesting is a lot of people also don't understand an app. And the funny thing was I was getting all types of commentary like, well, Kim, and I'm like, have you ever done an app before? No. You have not? Okay, you cannot talk to me about an app.
But you ain't never dealing with.
Right. But the other thing is that when you guys know that with technology, just like with your iPhone, when you first launch technology, you're going to have glitches.
Absolutely.
And people are, oh my God, it's not working. Oh my God, Kim, I'm not getting the authentication code. What's going on? I'm like, a lot of times it's user error, and I would go ahead and troubleshoot it. A lot of times it's user error. But yeah, when people started joining, I launched it last year during homecoming season.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And I did that on purpose. And it was such a great feeling. But now it's just like, I got over the fact that people being slow to adapt. I don't get mad about it anymore. I'm like, whatever. For every person that doesn't join, there's going to be 2 people that do. And so, like, it's just been an amazing journey.
Yeah. I can imagine because... when you see people and you're anything you put your baby and your heart into, and your 401k into,
right?
Say that.
Right. You just need to see it grow and to see it grow. So it hasn't hit the official year after the launch, has it?
It'll be official year in October.
Wow, homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm gonna push. We're gonna post this. Our goal is by homecoming. Let's at least get to 500 to 1,000.
Oh, that's the goal, man. Yes. I'm trying to get 1,000 by the end of the year.
We're gonna get
1 year anniversary. We need to be hitting for 1,000. So we're
and it's just crazy. I'm just listening to that part of Jay-Z has one of my favorite lines. Everybody can tell you how to do it. They never did it.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just always crazy. And Glad you kind of hit on it. Like certain people, you just say, okay, lunch this. Certain people, I just know they're gonna get in, but everybody's reactive. It's like, oh, you got 50. You got all right, let me join. And it's crazy because it's like, why are we like that?
I don't know. Because I'm not like that. Like, if you're like telling me, hey, Kim, I got this, I'm like, bet, I support you 100% because it's you. Yeah. Not because, I need to see if you get some PR, if it gets popular. And I don't work that way. But for whatever reason, we like shiny, new. It's got to be out in the open. You got to have some type of influence or say something in order for you to get in where you fit in. And that's just crazy. But I don't worry about it because what's funny is when you blow up, oh, well, Kim,
that's my girl. I knew that thing was gonna go. Look, Lakeisha just don't. Lakeisha say facts.
We do. People like people blow up that come on the show. You know, we just showed the old interview. We like, y'all remember her?
Right.
We have, man. We've been had, man.
I saw you on Instagram. Mm-hmm. It's the real HBCU Social. Mm-hmm. What happened with that? Were there already one out there, or did somebody try to steal it?
Yeah, I tried to do HBCU Social, but it was taken, so I had to do the real HBCU Social.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering about that, because when you're out there trying to market, so outside of the app, are you on Twitter and Facebook?
So here's what's funny. No, I'm not on.
I couldn't find you on Twitter.
She's
on Twitter.
On Twitter, but
I started and I was like, this is too complicated for me. So I'm gonna actually have to get probably a younger person to handle the Twitter account. And it's funny because people are starting to join and hit me up. I'm like, I'm not really on there. Yeah. So basically, I'm just a Facebook, Instagram person. But I do need to get on Twitter for sure.
Well, back there, Mace, and whenever we talk about, me and Mace Show, this is our 10th year doing this. When everything that you've done in your life, when you talk about entrepreneurship, working and living, did it lead up to this point, or do you feel like it got you to this point to where you can embrace this idea?
Yeah, I think that entrepreneurship is in my blood. I come from a family of entrepreneurs, especially my father. He's done different businesses as opposed to also being a lawyer and being a minister, but just coming from that type of family. But for me, like, I've written 2 books. I was a self-published author. I had a podcast, and I also have done I've had a blog. So I've done different things. I try to do a athletic leisure line. I try to do so many things, and I think it just got me prepared for this. I had no idea that this was going to be it. And I'm a very, my relationship with God is very strong, and I lead by that, and I'm guided by Him. And so even with my book, I literally had been laid off like so many times, and I was like taking a shower, and I was like, oh my God, I've been laid off like so many times.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because I do want to ask you about that book. Okay. So, but I just wanted to ease into that. Okay. But as far as just this app, is phenomenal. I don't want to put it out there because somebody done popped up on my own. I ain't got his name, I ain't got his approval yet, but as you can see, it's got my profile in there, got my degree.
I ain't gonna say it. Leave me alone.
Why you all on my page? Hey, bro, I just happened to pop up on that. So and I think it's very easy. I got to get you an official letter from Kim. I got my letter saying, welcome to HBCU Social. Very good job. I really appreciate you doing this for our culture. We Brownites, so we were glad to see this as well.
Thank you.
And it's crazy because, like, I'm just an energy person. And I know when people got the right vibe, you got good intent. And, me and you, we've joked a whole lot getting to this point. And it's just crazy. When you started this, in my mind, I was like, okay, this is going to pop because her energy. She walk in, you always smiling, you always got that. Just talk about that part of it and having to always be up, because when we present our business, because we're presenting ourselves as well. Right. So talk about that part of it.
Yeah, because you're a brand. That's really what it is. No matter what it is that you're doing, you represent your brand, and your brand represents everything that's attached to you. So whether it be Clark Atlanta, whether it be, my family, my friends, everything is attached to me. That is my brand. So I think for me, it's just really easy being positive and upbeat. One, I'm a Virgo, so that's part of it. And I'm an extrovert, but so I'm an extrovert, and I do believe in energy too. And I believe that just being your authentic self. And I think for me, I don't try to fake the funk. I try to be my authentic self, and that's what I lead by. And I think that, and I try to be one of those people that people can trust and that they feel like they are comfortable with. And I think when you do that, it just goes a long way.
Yeah.
And I'm a very good reader of people and energy too, because I've met some people along the way during this journey that I'm like, that say they want to help you or they say certain things. I'm like, I'm not so sure.
Like
about
if the kids say cap, that's cap. You capping.
You always got the, hey, I can help you, you can help me.
Right. Like, I don't know about
Everybody
that.
like the finished product, but not what it takes to get to it.
Exactly.
And when you talk about that stuff, how did you handle the early frustrations?
A lot of prayer, and I have a great support system. So, and then having people that really understood me, because honestly, and I know you guys understand that, a lot of times your family isn't even on board what you're doing.
Oh, no.
I can remember having a cousin of mine who I really respected really well that was like, super successful in business, and I was super excited to tell him about the idea, and he broke me down. I almost started crying, and I was so upset because I was like, I don't understand why he wasn't on board. And it took my mom to be like, not everybody is going to see your vision, and they shouldn't see your vision, right?
Because it's not for them.
It's not for them. And so I just learned to just stay positive, and I look at stories of people like what Colonel Sanders didn't start Kentucky Fried till he was really old.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
in
people
the 60s.
there are a lot of people, Vera Wang, like there are a lot of people didn't start till after their 50s.
Right.
And so to me, as long as you have breath in your body, it's never too late. And you cannot be discouraged, because when you have that gift or that something from God, he is not going to let you fall. Now, he didn't say, Kim, it's going to be easy, you about to blow up. It's not going to be easy, but this is for you, and I got you. And so that's what kept me going when I got frustrated.
And it's just real crazy. If it was easy, everybody do it.
That part.
That's what always makes me laugh about. You hear people, what have you done? Duh. Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
And you hate to be like popping your collar, like, I've written books, I've done this,
Yeah.
I've done this, and I
Sometimes
don't really
you gotta- sometimes you gotta
but
write your
sometimes
resume
you be
down.
like, okay, do I need to give you my resume?
All right, bro. now what you
No,
mean?
what happened?
Yeah, okay.
We'll say the favor. Sometimes you just got to pop out and you know the rest.
Yeah.
Let's do away with that, because I got to listen to that song about 5 times.
You gonna
Be in the
listen to it
band
live
tomorrow.
Because sometimes you just got to pop out and show them.
That's what it is. Come on, guy. Can we use another song?
Let's talk about that book, because
Okay.
I kept reading. I said layoffs.
Yeah.
You are a published author.
Yes.
You do your thing. This book is crazy off. So what made you write that book? Tell them what the title is and what drove this book.
So it's called Laid Off But Not Laid Out,
Right.
and Tips for Surviving a Layoff. So I wrote the first book, I think like 12, 13 years ago, and then I did an anniversary edition because I wanted people to find out, well, what happened to me since then. And so I literally have been, when I wrote the first book, I've been laid off like, I don't know, 8 times or so, who knows? But I was like in the shower and I was like, this is hilarious. I have been laid off so many times. I should write a book about it.
Like, it don't even bother me no more.
Yeah. And I was like, I was joking, I should write a book about it. And I promise you, God was like, you should write a book about it. And I was like in the shower and I said, I'm sorry, what now? I don't know anything about writing a book. And I remember pitching the idea to my mother and my dad, and they're like, I think that's a great idea.
All right.
And I wrote the book. Yeah. That's where it came from.
Laid out.
Yeah.
See, and experience is the best teacher.
Oh my God.
Because I think a lot of times people don't really understand, especially when you're telling your story, you're really telling everybody's story. Because, like, a lot of people swear that, oh, I ain't never been there. But they read and they like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been through that. I mean, it's life.
Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the? Is there a commonality through your first and your eighth?
Well, I think it's the career that I'm in. Communications. Communications, change management. Those are like the first things to go. Marketing. Those are always the first things to go. So I think that's really what it was. It just got to be really funny to me. Like, oh, okay, I'm laid off again. When you first have your first layoff, you're like devastated. Like, my life is over.
I'm never gonna work again.
I'm never gonna work again. I can't
I'm gonna
make
be
it.
flipping burgers.
Right. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Jesus.
I don't want to hurt no chicken.
Right. When you get your
Drop them fries.
yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So when you do like your 5th or 6th layoff, you're like, this is a piece of cake, because you realize that when one door closes, another one's gonna open, and maybe that just wasn't for you. Maybe it was something else for you to do, and you can make it. You can make it.
It's funny, the job I work at, they had layoffs, and I always tell people, y'all be running to these nice jobs. I say, they start cutting. They cut those first, and they come out.
Yeah, they do.
Oh man, yeah.
But when you tell people not to be discouraged,
Yeah.
what is the biggest thing? And I love the phrase that you say, lay it off but not lay it out. What is some of the advice you give people when you're because people do get devastated.
They do.
It changes lives.
Yeah, it does.
Because some of us, unfortunately, live check to check.
We do. Yeah. I think that one of the things I tell people is, one, you got to trust the process. You know, you got to trust the process. And two, the writing is sometimes on the wall. Like, pay attention at work. Like, pay attention.
Boy,
that's another thing. You start hearing some stuff. You start, like, acquisitions.
It be coming from miles.
You know what I mean? Like, you hear certain things going on. Is there a big transformation happening within the organization?
They give you keys.
They give you right. They give you signs, and so when you start,
what they call them, context clues.
right,
Yes.
context clues,
Absolutely.
exactly. So when you start, so pay attention, and when you start, just start looking. Like, first of all, always look. Always look, because there's nothing wrong with looking, and there's nothing wrong with getting some interviews, and that's a great practice. You know, you may not get the job, but it's a great practice. But always look, always keep your resume fresh, because here's the thing: no job is stable.
Yep.
No job is stable. None.
That's tweetable. I got to tweet that.
Yeah.
I got to tweet that. Like,
so I think you just gotta, like, you know, understand that. Just get your ducks in a row. Just make sure that you have savings. Just start doing stuff now. And again, you just don't get discouraged. You know, think about what else you want to do, what other things that you're interested in, because there could be a reason why you got laid off.
You know, it's funny, not funny, because it was horrible. But when you see all the Amazon trucks, you're thinking that the Amazon plants wouldn't go nowhere.
Right.
The one by me in Kennesaw, they closed that down.
And they
So
closed one,
all
open
those
another
people
one,
got to transfer or find somewhere else to go.
Yeah.
So it's, every job it can't be removed.
Every job.
So don't think I got this going to be 30. Everybody think about, we're in a time, you can't think about 30 years
No.
employment anymore.
Listen, the longest I've had a job was like 5. That's unheard of. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, every job I've had, I remember I used to have interviews of like, you've only been at this place for like 2 or 3 years. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but I mean, that's just the climate that we've been in.
That's where we are.
So, yeah.
Answer this for me. I tell people this all the time. I want to see if you agree with me. Because we went to HBCUs, because we graduated from HBCUs, HBCUs teach us the ultimate patience.
Oh my God. Yes. Registration.
Oh, what?
Listen, I became an orientation guide so that I could get through registration quicker than everybody else. I can cut the lines. That teaches you a lot of patience, because while I love my HBCU schools, even now, like, some of them are just still behind the times on just technology and things that we could do better. Like, for example, homecoming, not last year, they did a better job last year. The year before, why are we still doing printed tickets? Why are we doing tickets on? What is happening? Why are we in line?
Nobody uses those anymore.
Like, what? So last year they did it differently, but it was just like, I actually did a video. Like, what is going on, Clark? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
But yeah, it does teach you patience, because you go through a lot of different things being at HBCU.
I'll never tell nobody this, but my first year, because I went on the football team, I was just a student. I passed out in line for registration. People were going to get food, but it was just me. I didn't know nobody like that.
Right. So you weren't hydrated?
I know.
I was hot. It was hot too.
Because they like, back then, oh, you ain't got no money. You got to go to the financial aid building.
Yes.
And then you come back.
And then you got to stand in line.
Stand in line again. You can't cut.
Nope.
And I sat there and I was like, oh. And I told my dad, I done made registration. Now it's on. I done got through the first year. I ain't going nowhere. I got through registration.
Dude,
Yes.
I don't think I ever registered on time.
No.
Wow.
I think I
And
never.
you was on full ride.
Full scholarship.
Oh, so you were straight. You were
But we always had a balance, and they could never understand why you got a balance.
You had a full ride.
You go to turn in, pay, they like, yeah, they say you owe $12,000. What?
I have a full ride. What are you talking about?
Who do I need to go see? Yeah. One year, oh my God. Me and Coach Greg laughed about this. So, for somehow, they cut me a check.
Oh.
So, it was like an $8,000 check over at financial aid.
Yeah.
Coach Greg found, he said, hey, don't go get that check. I already had the check in my pocket.
You're like, about to go to the bank. About to go to the bank.
Check in my pocket. He was like, Listen, they told me you came and got that check.
You came and got that check.
Don't cash that check. You better bring that check. I
You
say,
didn't
dude,
you cashed it?
I been getting it to my mom. Like,
Lord.
bro, it's up.
Yeah.
You got to find $8,000 somewhere else, homeboy. Cause we got that.
That's funny. Hey man, let's put in the hot seat real quick.
Oh,
Wait a
let's
second.
do it.
What's the hot seat?
So the hot seat,
Lord.
Kim,
Please don't let it be
is
no
where we.
sports question.
No. It's gonna be catered. It's always catered to our
Okay,
guests.
okay.
Yes. I'm not gonna hit you with like who the quarterback
Yeah,
of
'cause
Ohio State. I wouldn't do you like
Good,
that.
because, I don't know. Sorry, Samuel, my brother. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Throw some questions at you. You answer them as
Yeah,
fast
just
as you
answer
can.
them.
Okay. Do.
First thing comes to mind.
Okay.
You want to start at this time, that's it?
Yes. Favorite moment at CAU.
Favorite moment at CAU was the first week because they made like these Belgian waffles. Like all the food was amazing the first week because their parents are still there.
Of course.
So
get
yeah,
you.
everything was just high class.
Yeah.
Get you.
The
You
first
think
week.
you straight.
And you're like, ooh, it's gonna be
You
amazing.
think you
Come to the
straight.
Cavs next week.
Right, right. Although I lived in Ware Hall, so our CAF was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Ware Hall and
okay.
Bumstead, so our CAF was
Yeah.
a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Which club in Atlanta got you in trouble?
I want 559.
You went to one. Round the corner.
559.
Oh, you went to one.
Yeah.
Round the corner.
Wow.
Round
Yeah.
the corner.
Yep, round the quarter.
Because you're not from Atlanta.
Right.
What was the one place they told you not to go when you first got here?
Shoot in the projects, but I mean,
You walked out.
We in the
we're in the projects.
You were part of the project. I hate to tell you.
I mean, you're in the
You
projects.
take a wrong right if you want
I
to.
mean, what are you saying? This is where I live.
What was that favorite? We going back because I know we can talk about. What was that favorite song or moment? Did you have a chance? You weren't Freaknik, really.
What? Yes.
What year?
Okay, so I came in 91, so 91,
Oh, you was in a good year.
92, 93,
Ugh,
94.
94.
Yeah, did I go to, no, 95 I graduated. So it was 90, I think 91 through 95, I think.
Yeah.
Well, one year it rained, so maybe it was 95, but it rained.
94 was off the chain.
Yeah, so I went almost every year.
I'm
I'm just glad there wasn't social media.
Boy, I tell you what, boy,
That
y'all young folk don't even know. boy.
Because I probably wouldn't be here right now.
It's some Polaroids that will never see the light of day.
Man.
Thank the
oh
heavens.
my goodness.
I always, because all my Power 5 guys who went to all of these schools,
Right.
I'm always having HBCU grads and students describe the perfect sunny day in the AU Center.
The perfect sunny day is a Friday afternoon on the wall at James P. Brawley. Woo, man, like
Y'all just
to
take me
just
back now.
people watch
Talk
and like
about it.
if you see some of the guys for me, some of the guys you had crushes on, just like swag walking
No
down
phone, no nothing.
walking
We
down the
just
street
chilling.
with their Ray-Bans on, brief. Like some of the guys that are in business, like had their
Yeah.
briefcase, just looking at the guys like, ooh.
Your conversation skill had to be good back
Oh my
then.
goodness, Lord!
Talk that
Just-
talk.
But I was a late bloomer, so a lot of guys weren't really checking for me until like later, like junior, senior year, like freshman year. I was like everybody's little sister, but I was still looking like, oh my god. And then the Morehouse guys would come over, like everybody was coming over to Friday on
James
the
P.
wall.
Brawley.
James P.
Yeah.
Brawley.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
came to Atlanta, did you think you were going to stay in Atlanta?
Yeah. No, I don't know where. I didn't really think about it at all.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I did. I left. I came out in '95 and went back to Cleveland in '97, and then I
Okay.
came back in 2000.
Okay.
I think for me, Atlanta was just a place that I grew up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I feel like it was just a good vibe here. And to me, I always had great jobs here. It was a place for me. Like Cleveland, I love Cleveland, but my whole family's like, you can't move back here. Like this is not for you. Like the vibe is
Right.
cool, but it's not for me. But here,
Wow.
here is for
That's
me.
awesome.
How does a young lady from Cleveland, Ohio, find CAU?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my sister went to Hampton University,
Hate you.
and I watched, School Days.
Of course. Of course.
Actually, I watched School Days when I went to go visit her at Hampton.
Absolutely.
I watched, Different Worlds.
Yes.
And I went to predominantly white schools my whole life. And I was like, I got to go to a black school.
One of them. Yes.
Now, what's funny is And my sister went to Howard first, and then she went to Hampton. My
She went to
mom
both
did not.
HBCUs.
Yeah, my mom didn't want me to go to Howard because she's like, it's a party school. But yet you let me come here
To Atlanta.
So back then,
She went to 555.
Right. So back then, Clark Atlanta was like a sleeper school. Like, a lot of people hadn't heard of it. I hadn't either. So I came down to visit Spelman. And Spelman was cool. And then I saw Clark Atlanta and I was like, ooh. Clark had my major, which was mass media arts.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, well, why would I go to Spelman if Clark Atlanta has my major?
Right.
And what got me hooked was I was with some friends, visiting friends, and we walked to West End, and the Hot Now donut sign
Oh
was
my
on the
God,
Krispy
that
Kreme. And I was
damn
like,
Krispy
I went back
Kreme.
and was like, I'm
Every
going to
time.
Clark.
On that damn corner.
Yeah.
Get you every
Listen.
time.
I went back home and said, I'm going to Clark. You guys got these hot donuts. They're amazing. Like, I was like, oh my God, they melt in your mouth. Like, I'm going to Clark.
Kreme on the corner.
But it just felt like home. It really felt like home.
Yeah. What motivates you?
Oh man, what motivates me is just making a difference. Just leaving a legacy, whatever that is. That really motivates me. Like, people think, oh, it's money. Money doesn't motivate me. It's really like, what can I do?
Right.
Because we are all here for a reason. And I want to figure out, I want to know, I think I already know, but what my gifts are and what I'm supposed to be doing here while I'm here on earth. And that's what motivates me.
Money coming.
I gotta ask that question. You don't have to answer.
Okay.
You can say, take the field. Well, did you ever do the church after club while you was in Atlanta?
You mean I was in college?
Yeah. Party at 3 a.m. and church at 7.
No, I did not.
Okay, well, good for you. I know a lot of people that did.
I have to answer every AU summer student this right here.
I did.
You ever stole books and went and sold them back at the bookstore?
No.
We
No.
was at Brown.
Oh,
man. We
Kim,
did a
I
few
believe
things.
Kim.
No.
We did
So
different-
you left your backpack in the cab all willy nilly, not even worry about your books.
No. I always had them with me, or they're in my dorm room. Yeah.
We don't see. Make sure telling us. What you,
Man, whatever. Leave that.
No.
Hey, look, I went up to the bookstore. The lady was like, "How many majors do you have?"
I carried my book bag tight. Them calculus books were heavy and they were
Man.
expensive.
Yeah, those books were
I had a
expensive.
biology book. Then I'm gonna have a.
Wow.
And I ended with this, Kim. For
Okay.
me. What do you want What are your goals for HBCU Social?
I really want HBCU Social to be the go-to platform for the HBCU community. Again, not saying you gotta leave the other ones,
Right.
but I want this to be the go-to for everything, for scholarships, for events, for job postings, for meeting different people, for marketplace. We're getting ready to add a marketplace on
That's
there.
what's
We're getting ready to add another component called Safe Space, which will be a resource for undergrads for help and stuff like that. So I want to be the preeminent go-to platform. That's what I want.
Your energy, man. I tell you this all the time, though, man. Your energy is what drives it and pushing it, and just keep that laugh, keep that smile, and hit them with that. It's your girl Kim. It's your girl Kim.
Yeah, that was the name of my show. Yes.
Yeah.
She just messed me up with that 559, but it took me back to that spot.
Nah,
You up here like,
because I thought you were gonna say 112.
I did go to 112, but
Excess.
559.
Because it's right around the corner too.
Yeah, 559 was around the corner. I
It's
remember
around
we
the
all
corner.
took a bus over there. We were freshmen.
They did have a shuttle.
We had the shuttle bus.
They had
the shuttle
that
bus. I
ran.
did 112, and I did Frank Ski did, what was the other one he would do? Northern Exposure.
No exposure. He would do it at the
Boy.
I forgot about Northern Exposure.
that
Man, I can't even think of the name of it.
Drawing the blank right now. That's the spot Bobby Brown cussed me out. We had Bobby Brown blocked in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He was mad at us.
Oh yeah, man, we had him blocked in, and shout out to Mel Johnson. Mel was like, man, hey man, Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown like, man, yo, blah, 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 blah. That car.
Lord.
I'm like, Bobby, what's up?
Nuh-uh.
Man, you better move that.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
That was young Bobby.
Yeah, that was young wild Bobby.
Right,
You
now
better
he's a
get that
little
car
bit
out of
more.
there, boy.
Yeah, and Bobby has some stuff going on. That's why he was trying to leave up out of here. Bobby had some work with him. Yeah, he had some work. We had a lot of work with him.
Tell her where they can find it out. First of all, if you get
Yes.
I just want to put this out there.
Okay.
It's only HBCUs, right? If your school. Because when I rolled through, I found Morris Brown. I was happy. But when you roll through the school list of schools, is there any others, or is all HBCU?
Oh, it's all of them, all the HBCU schools.
That's only, I'm talking about no PWI.
No, but if you did go to PWI, what you would do is you would scroll down and put HBCU supporter.
That's what I saw. See,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Because I did have people like, I want to be part of the app, but I didn't go to HBCU, so I added HBCU supporter.
I did see that.
Yep.
So where can they find it? What else they can find you and all that good stuff?
Oh, okay. So you can download the app on Google Play if you have an Android, the App Store if you have an iPhone, and you can find me on Instagram at The Real HBCU Social. If you want to hit me up, Kim B. Kiss is on Instagram as well. So
it's my dog, y'all. That's my dog for
sure.
sure.
And we go before we wrap up, make sure let's just go ahead and say it again. If you want these tickets, tell them what they got to do.
Yeah, man. If you want
join the
tickets.
app if you want. No,
yeah, that too.
You need to be part of the app if you want these tickets.
I need an extra caveat. You can't get my ticket unless you join HBCU Social. Yeah.
We just putting it out there. You can be HBCU sport. I don't want to hear no excuses.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Because all of you went to HBCU. But no, sign up to our Patreon. You have to be a paid member of the Patreon. And yeah.
We'll announce it Monday, and then if you do well, you can be on our show.
You could be right here.
Yeah. Or you can't.
Or you can't.
Because I'm probably be mad at you. I ain't going to be mad at you because I'm just...
And on that note,
I don't like my neighbors in the 200 section. I don't like them. My neighbors in the 100 section.
Thank you so much, Kim, for
Thank
joining
you for
the show.
having me.
That's my dog right
Thank
there,
you.
y'all.
HBCU Social. She got the shirt.
Boom.
Boom.
Merch.
Everybody got merch.
Get your merch game up. Everybody, get your merch game up.
I need some more merch, but yeah.
Hey, we gotta get it. People still love that blingy crush shirt, dog. They still want one. So
I know, man.
I told my dog is supposed to be doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Y'all want merch? I got your merch, man. I got you, man.
Hey, man, thank you guys for joining us. For my dog, Macy, Kim, John back in there, and our shooter in the building, Nikki. This is The Crush. We'll see y'all next week, guys.
Yeah.
Peace.
Cut it off. Cut them off.
That was amazing.
Yeah. You enjoyed it?
Yeah, that was super fun.
We the first one? Like, from us?
Black folks, yeah. Well, no, shout Atlanta, but that was a magazine.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised.
But, yeah, the interview I did on News Channel 5 in Cleveland, Ohio, white guy.
I saw you did Ohio, so so I'm gonna be honest, make sure say, like, is she here? When I saw the interview in Ohio, like,
is she here? Yeah, they did. So they did that interview.
is she flying down for us?
Yeah. No, I'm here. I actually did that with them.
From East Point to Buckhead, College Park to Bankhead, dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Big Mason, E-Glade, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team lost. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the boss. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Crush, Jack, yeah, black on.